What's going on, y'all? It's your boy James Jackson, or JJ, or Jimmy J, or Young Gentleman. Whatever you know me as, you probably know me as the only Buccaneers fan you've met in and around the Philadelphia area. Maybe you're in the Northeast for that matter. And as the only Buccaneers fan holding it down here in the Northeastern corridor, I feel like I have like a privilege to be able to go on here and explain how I'm feeling as we get down to Super Bowl week. Super Bowl 55, which is going to feature my Buccaneers. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, what I need you to do is go and hit that subscribe button down there, because I'm be giving y'all content all week and content moving forward, because you know JJ got a lot to say up in this brain, so I'm gonna let it fly now. All right, so without further ado, Super Bowl week, day one. And what I'm gonna do, I feel like there's no better way than just to lay out my thoughts each day going into the Super Bowl. Okay, so this is day one. Since I'm like the only person that all my friends know that are a Buccaneers fan, I'm answering the same questions over and over again. JJ, how you feeling? JJ, you must be over the moon. JJ, can you believe that you're here? JJ, you still happy you're a Buccaneers fan? So like, I'm gonna just lay out all my feelings here on this YouTube page and these videos, so y'all know exactly how I'm feeling going into Super Bowl week. So like I said, it's day one. So first we gotta do the vibe check. Y'all see it right behind me. Okay, y'all see this. Okay, nervous level 30%, confidence level 65%. And you're like, y'all, your confidence is that high? First of all, let me backtrack. Because one of the biggest things I've had to answer is, have you always been a Buccaneers fan? Are you a Brady fan? First of all, I've always been a Brady fan. That's the GOAT. And respect him as such. That's the greatest quarterback of all time. So I've always been a fan of his work. But I'm not a Buccaneers fan just because we got Tom Brady this offseason. Ask anybody I know. And all my friends out there, I need y'all in the comments. Okay? I need y'all here vouching for me, co-signing me, that I've been a Buccaneers fan since day one. Since I saw Rondé Barber breaking the hearts of all y'all Eagles fans in the vet, waving the ball down the sideline to clinch the NFC Championship game in 2003.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may ride to the Super Bowl with that one.
And then to go on and smash the Raiders in that Super Bowl. That's when I became a Buccaneers fan. And granted, it's been dark days ever since. Like the one bad thing about hopping on a bandwagon, you know, when a team wins a Super Bowl, is the football gods remember that. They remember that, and they've punished your boy. They've punished your boy ever since. 18 years. It's been ugly. Like, it's been in the dark. I'm talking about Mike Glennon and Josh Freeman and Jeff Garcia, although I kind of like Jeff Garcia. You know, Jameis Winston. I'm talking about, you know, dark days, y'all. Haven't even sniffed success. The last time we were in the playoffs was damn near a decade ago. Over a decade ago. And it was even bad then. It didn't even look good, that playoff game against the then known Redskins, now the Washington football team. It wasn't even good then. And I stayed down. Like this is a story about loyalty, first of all, from my end. Because I could have jumped ship a while ago. I could have came back to the sorry-ass Eagles. I could have picked a new team to ride with. I could have said, no, I can't do this anymore. I really could have. And there were times where my loyalty was absolutely tested. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like I haven't thought about what it would have been like to root for other teams. Of course I have. I'm human. I know I made this decision. Okay? But I'm also 10 toes down. If you my squad, you my squad. If I rock with you, I rock with you. I don't just jump ship when things get hard. A lot of y'all wanted me just to jump ship when stuff got hard. That's not Jimmy J way. That's not Young Gentleman way. I rock with them even through the dark days. And you can ask everybody out there, I've been a loud Buccaneers fan. Through the 5-11 seasons, through the 4-12 seasons, through the #1 overall pick seasons, through the Roberto Aguayo pick seasons. I've been a loud Buccaneers fan because I knew my day would come. I knew eventually it had to get brighter. I knew eventually the grass had to get greener right here where we watered it. Shout out Big Sean. And it happened. This offseason, a blessing by the name of Tom Brady signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And from then on, the Super Bowl march was bound. From then on, it was time to go win a chip. And he did it in year one. Let me not get ahead of myself when I start talking about Brady, because that's later. Let me pace myself a little bit because that's a little bit later. It hasn't set in all the way yet. It really hasn't. This is a moment that you like I've been dreaming of, that I've been dreaming that I get to actually witness in my lifetime. I don't have to wait 50, 60 years to do it. And now that it's here, it's like well, almost what do I do with it? Like it kind of hit me fast. I'm not gonna lie. Like I knew what the moment was when Chris Godwin got that jet sweep and went and got 8 and slid down and iced the game in Green Bay. I knew what it was. But over the next couple of days, I would really wake up like, damn, are we really in the bowl? Are we really in the chip? We really are. Like we really are. Like it's really happening. All my Buccaneers fans out there, it's really happening. We are here, y'all. We are here. Through an up and down season, through up and down years, like, yes, we are here. And the craziest thing is we belong. This ain't no gimmick of a season. This ain't no surprise. This ain't no gift from above, like we wasn't supposed to be here. No, we worked for this. We earned the right to play Super Bowl 55 at home. Let's not forget that, at home. In RJ Stadium, with the pirate ship in the background, cannons going and everything. We home for this one. And I like that. That's also what's leading to the confidence at 65%. Absolutely that is in that. There's never been a team ever in the history of the NFL that has played a Super Bowl on their home turf. Not one. We are the first one to do it. So excuse me if my chest is puffed out a little bit. Excuse me if I'm a little confident in myself. Because during that game, we go look around the stadium. It's not going to be neutral colors. It's going to look pewter and red. Not going to change the color of Raymond James Stadium. It's going to look red when you look out on the stands. 22,500 people, 7,500 healthcare workers that are vaccinated. It's going to look like a sea of red. The cannon's going to be firing. The flag's going to be raised. Yes, sir. We are at home for the Super Bowl. That's got me a little bit confident. Now, remember, it's day one. I get it's day one. And look, that's going to change on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's going to change. Thoughts are going to creep into my head. That's going to change. Absolutely. But for right now, I love the fact that we're in the Super Bowl, baby. I'm hyped. You can't take that away from me at all. Because at this point, it's not, like I said, it's not a gimmick. Like at this point, it's not a fluke. There are 2 teams left out of 32. 30 of y'all tried, and only 2 of us have succeeded to this point. The best 2 teams left in the league. That's what it means to be in the bowl. That's what it means to be in the chip. Why would I not be confident in my squad? Round robin. We had to beat the best teams in the league. We had to beat the 2 best teams in our conference back to back on the road to get here. Why wouldn't that breed a little bit of confidence in your boy? You tell me. If any of y'all, I want y'all in the comments. If any of y'all are looking at this 65% and telling me that I'm too confident, I need y'all to tell me in the comments exactly why. Because I'm having a tough time. I damn near want to raise that. That's how I'm feeling on day one. I damn near want to raise that. I want to bump that up to a 70, damn. Let me not get ahead of myself, but like, as I'm talking, I feel good. This is exactly how I want to feel on day one. This is exactly where I want to be on day one. Y'all gonna come in with the hate. Y'all gonna come in with the, oh, but you're playing the Chiefs. Oh, but a bunch of y'all never been there before. Oh, you don't even know what it's. A bunch of y'all gonna come in with that, try and kill my vibe. And I already know. I've been dealing with y'all haters for a minute. So I already know, so I'm not even worried about it. So I think the best way to go through these videos, to go through this day by day, because we got 6 or 7 videos that I'm gonna do. So the best way to go through these, I'm gonna just go through my thoughts. I'm going to just let y'all inside the inner workings of Jimmy J. A lot going on in his brain. But I'm going to let y'all know my initial thoughts on every day. That was my first thought. Confident. I'm confident, baby. I woke up out of bed and turned my swag on. Confident today. But my second immediate thought was like, damn, how'd we get here? I can't hold y'all. Like week in and week out, I knew that this was a destined moment. No, it was hard. Times got hard for a little bit. At one point, we were 7-5. At some point, after that second Saints game, we were 7-5. Had the second wild card slot locked up, but we weren't best team in the NFC. We weren't best team in the NFC South. Nowhere near it. So there were points in the season where I'm like, we absolutely are better than last year, but are we bowl bound? But are we about to go to the, is this team about to go to the chip? I was hopeful, but it wasn't a certainty to me. I could see a bunch of stuff that we needed to patch up, that we needed to get better at before we make that Super Bowl run. And then we won the last 4. Let me just go through the season in a snapshot, okay? That first week against the Saints, we know what it was. No preseason, no training camp, brand new squad. I mean, I threw Tom together. I threw Gronk in here. Brand new squad, no preseason. Going up against one of the most cohesive units in the regular season in the NFL, in the New Orleans Saints, in New Orleans. I knew what it was. And we looked sloppy. So we lost that 34-23. We lost week 1. And then a bunch of y'all came in. Here you go. A bunch of y'all came in with the, is this the same old Bucs team? Did Brady not improve them? I was like, here y'all go. Week 1. Y'all had to do it, though. Y'all had to try to throw stones at my mans, at the GOAT. Y'all had to try to do it. But I knew what it was. I didn't fret, because then we rattled off the next 3. Beat the Panthers, beat the Broncos, beat the Chargers. And I know that's not lighting the world on fire. I know those are 3 teams that we should have beaten. And the Chargers won got messy. The Chargers win was a come from behind. Down 14 in the second half. And we battled and we won that. And then you could already see the roller coaster starting. Lose a bad one week 1 and then look good for 3 straight. Here we go. Picking up steam. Look out, Tampa Bay. And then we drop one to the... And then we lose to Nick Foles. And y'all know Tom hates losing to Nick Foles. Y'all know he does. Thursday night in October. First primetime game. And he lost to Nick Foles again. 20-19. 1 point. Ugly John. Tom didn't look that good. Offense didn't look that good. Defense didn't look bad. They only scored 20. But nah, see, and then there it goes. Then that's when I start thinking, like, is we built for this? Is we ready this season? And then and then Green Bay come into town next week. And we beat Green Bay. At that point, when the best offense in the league, they were rolling. Handed them their first loss. Handed Green Bay their first loss of the season. Told A-Rod, hold this L. 2 picks in the game. So that routed off 3 straight. The Pack put up 45 on the Raiders. Then eked one out against the Giants. Low-key, if Daniel Jones is a better quarterback, we lose that John on a Monday night. But a dub is a dub. We beat the Giants on the road. And then even more comes in. Because we get Antonio Brown. We add Leonard Fournette and Antonio Brown, and we going into the Saints souped up. We going into the Saints ready to go. Ready to avenge ourselves. New Orleans comes back to us and smacks us up and down. Smacks us up at every way sideways. I mean, handed our asses to us on a silver platter. Shout out my man CJ Lindsay, because he's a Saints fan. We was watching the game together, and I almost had to leave his crib. No cap, almost had to leave his crib. Almost couldn't be there with him. Because that's how bad it was. Then here go another win against the Panthers. Put up 46. And then this 2-game skid that was ugly. Lose to the Rams, lose to the Chiefs by the same score, 27-24. 2 completely different games. One was a back and forth against the Rams. One was against the Chiefs, just absolutely got ran over in the first quarter. Tyreek Hill got 200 yards receiving in the first quarter. They let off the gas. We tried to bring it back. It didn't happen. We lose. And then here go the last 4. At that point, we're 7-5. I told y'all we're 7-5 against the Chiefs. And then here go the last 4. Vikings, Falcons, Lions, Falcons. I get it. I'm going to beat y'all to the punch. I can hear it already. Jimmy, those aren't even not good at teams. Y'all should win those. Facts. Thank you. Facts. We should win them, but we did win them. That put us at 11-5. That gave us the first wild card round. Already improvement. 7-9 last season. 11-5 this season. That's already the improvement I was looking for. Momentum going to the playoffs too. No one wanted to talk about how we was one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs. No one wanted to talk about how we was figuring it out at the right time. Everyone still had their doubts, their reservations. Oh, but at times, this Buccaneers team, oh, but I'm still not sure. Oh, they're still little kid. I didn't want to hear all the noise. We was one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, and we showed it. And we know why, right? And we know why, right? That man Tom Brady. That man Tom Brady. He wasn't the only reason, but you lying, capping through your teeth if you don't think he was the biggest reason for this turnaround. Just his presence. That's a GOAT. The GOAT. So when he says it's time to go to work, it's time to go to work. Let's talk about Tom for a little bit. Let's talk about the greatness of Tom Brady for a little bit. It's 17 minutes in, and I'm just now talking about the greatness of Tom Brady. That's the GOAT right there. And I know I said earlier that, I've been a Buccaneers fan since I can remember, and he's not the reason I became a Buccaneers fan, but I've always been a fan of Tom Brady. So it made it that much sweeter when the greatest of all time decided to join us here. And Tom, you remember how they was talking to you? Remember how they said you was going down here to retire? That you wasn't worried about football no more. That you were setting up life for after football. Remember I was talking greasy about you, Tom, and you showed it. And you showed it. A lot of people want to speak on Tom Brady's legacy. A lot of people want to speak on if he's the GOAT or not. After 6 Super Bowls, the most postseason passing touchdowns, the most postseason passing yards, the most Super Bowl appearances. After all this, 3-time NFL MVP, going back and forth with Drew Brees for the most career passing TDs, second in career passing yards. People still want to try to debate this. So let me put this to bed. Let me say something so serious. If Tom Brady wins this, if the Buccaneers win this Super Bowl, and Tom puts 7 on his shelf, I don't want to hear another quarterback mentioned in the same sentence as Tom Brady. I don't want to hear it. You hear me? I don't want to hear it. I damn near don't want to hear it now. But if Tom Brady wins this, it goes to a brand new team, breaks away from Bill Belichick, and wins this Super Bowl against this Kansas City Chiefs team, I don't want to hear another quarterback mentioned in the same breath. I don't want to. I will stop talking to you. I will walk away from the conversation. The same way everybody looks at Jerry Rice and says undisputed, undoubtedly the best receiver of all time, that's how you should look at Tom Brady after this next one. Plain and simple. We're talking about 20 straight years of excellence. We're talking about 19 years of going to the playoffs. We're talking about greatness right in front of our eyes. The best to ever do it. Sustained excellence through 2 decades. 2 decades. You could talk about his division in New England. You could talk about Bill Belichick. You could talk about a whole lot of things. But this man moved teams, went to one of the hardest divisions in the NFL with the number 1 team, damn near the number 1 team, number 2 team in the NFC all season, and is going to a Super Bowl. Oh, but Jimmy, he got better weapons. I don't want to hear all that. You got to have weapons. But you're telling me he not making players like Scotty Miller better? You're telling me he not making players like Tyler Johnson better? You're telling me he not making players like Cam Brate better? Come on, man. I don't want to hear it. That's the reason that you start 7-5 and win your last 4. That's the reason. And then go on the road for 3 games in the playoffs and win to go to the Super Bowl. That's the reason. Led by greatness. I have my doubts a lot of points this season, and then I always fall back and remember Tom Brady is our quarterback. Why you tripping, James? Tom Brady is our quarterback. The ultimate confidence in a man like that. And look how Tom was this season. Like, I think that was the reason why I love this team so much. I'm still in my how the hell did we get here phase. And a part of it was what Tom Brady was able to instill in this team. This team was never selfish. This team never got on each other. This team never turned on each other. I mean, look at guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Ronald Jones adding piece to piece to piece at their position. You hear Mike Evans complain at all? That's big. That's big Mike Evans there. 1-3. That's my dog. You hear him complain at all this season? You hear a peep out of that man? Chris Godwin. When they started adding guys like Antonio Brown. When Scotty Miller started getting targets. You hear that man complain? When Gronk came in. You hear Cam Brate or O.J. Howard complain? Leonard Fournette comes in and starts balling. You hear Ronald Jones complain? And you know Tom gonna put it all around the yard. So a new guy comes in, especially AB, Tom gonna get him the ball. Mike knew it, Chris knew it, everybody knew it. Not complained one time. That's how a team wins, man. That's how a team wins right there. Guys knowing exactly what their role is and how to go out and execute it. And a GOAT to tell you exactly how we're going to do it. Really putting this thing together piece by piece as the season goes along. And it just started, all these puzzle pieces just started making a beautiful picture. They did. All these puzzle pieces started looking like something really nice towards the end of the season. And you don't got to look too far. You don't got to look too far. So one of the last things is like I want to give credit to Tom Brady 100%. But of course he wasn't the only reason how we got here. Y'all see my defense stepping up lately? Y'all see that? Y'all see these performances in the playoffs? Had to go tell that man Drew enjoy retirement. We started drama in Green Bay. That's because how my defense is playing with folks. Interceptions, turnovers, holding people to 3. Defense out here playing possess. Shout out that man Todd Bowles. I don't know how you getting overlooked for coaching jobs, my G. I don't know how they overlooking you for coaching jobs because look at how you doing with my defense. You should get hired based off that. Y'all picked off Drew 3 times in the divisional round? Y'all turned the team over 3 times when they had 11 turnovers all season. The Packers had 11 turnovers all season. We turned them over 3 times in the championship game? In the NFC chip? That's how we doing, folks. Everybody on that defense going crazy. Shaq Barrett and JPP off the edge, causing havoc. SMB, Carlton Davis locking y'all up. In my mind, the best linebacking core in the league, Levante David and Devin White, doing what they've been doing since last season, if we're being honest. They're freaks. They're dogs. That's been what they're doing all season. So my defense is really stepping it up. My defense is really playing lights out. That's how we've been able to hold all these great offenses throughout the entire season. That's how we're holding them. Exactly like that. And my last thought, this is how I ride y'all out. My last thought, I can hear a bunch. It's funny because as I'm talking, I can hear a bunch of y'all. Jimmy, how you 25 minutes in and you haven't even talked about the team you're about to play? How you damn near half an hour in and you haven't even talked about the Kansas City Chiefs yet? I'm getting there, y'all. I know who's on the other side. I know damn well who's over there. I know. I'm going to get to the fact that we playing Patrick Mahomes. We playing Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce and them. I'm going to get to the fact that in week 12, they damn near embarrassed us. should have embarrassed us by more. I kind of wish they would have. I understand all that. But I got 7 days to talk about them. I got 7 days to go on and on about how good of a team they are. Can I focus on me first? Can I focus on my squad first? Can I celebrate a little bit? Can y'all let me do that, please? Because we get that. We get who they are. All last week, all the mainstream media, all the narratives were, what's going on in Green Bay? Patrick Mahomes is so good. Look what he's about to do in the Super Bowl. They ain't talk about us. So I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do it. Trust me, I'm well aware who's on the other side of that football. Most of y'all don't know, my mom's a Chiefs fan. Die-hard Chiefs fan. So week 12 was a mini war in our house. I didn't really do much talking because of how they did us. But it was war. And me and Mom Dukes talked about it all year. What if? What if we both go to the Super Bowl? Yo, what do we do? What happens? Dun, 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 dun. Moment of truth time. Because we here. We here. I might, if any of my friends are watching this video, which I hope y'all are, support, you know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button. If any of my friends are watching this video, I might need a place to stay February 8th through, or February 9th through the 23rd. Those 2 weeks out. If we win those 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, I'm going to need some refuge because Mom's going to kick me out the crib for sure. But I know who this is. I know who's on the other side. I know the legacy that's at stake. GOAT versus baby GOAT. They're saying this MJ versus Bron. New school versus old school. I know who's on the other side. I know the legacy that's at stake too. I'm not going to dive into this on day one. This is a day maybe 3 or 4 type thing. But just to introduce it, the best thing I heard so far was from the GOAT, from Stephen A. Smith. Shout out my idol Stephen A. Smith. But he said this. And at first when he said it, I wasn't crazy about the take. But as it sat with me, it's gotten more and more real and more valid to me. He said that if Patrick Mahomes doesn't win this one, he could never surpass Tom Brady as the GOAT. He said if Pat Mahomes don't win Super Bowl 55 against Tampa Bay and Tom Brady, he can never surpass Tom as the GOAT, as the greatest of all time. And at first, I was like, I don't know. Because Pat's going to go on and do some crazy things in his career. Never. But then I thought about it and I was like, yo, like you might have a point, OG. You might have a point with that one. Because y'all love to talk about rings, right? Y'all love to talk about championship matchups when you're talking about the GOAT. It's weighted so heavily to y'all. Y'all do it in basketball with LeBron and Jordan. No matter how many times LeBron has appeared, no matter how much LeBron has done in the playoffs, but Jordan went 6-0 in the finals. That's all y'all have to say. So keep that same energy because Pat can win as many Super Bowls as he wants, can put up as many stats as he wants, can have as great of a career as he wants. But at the end of the day, when they talk about it, they're going to be like, but he didn't beat Tom when it mattered. Because it's going to be him and Tom Brady for that GOAT discussion moving forward, at least for the foreseeable future, anytime that I can see. And you're always going to go back to it. But what happened in the bowl? What happened in the chip? What happened when it mattered? Tom got him. You're always going to be able to say that. If Tom wins this one, Patrick Mahomes may never pass him as the GOAT. I was like, Stephen A. got one, and I'll co-sign it. I'll say, yeah, he's speaking facts on that one. I didn't believe it at first, but he got it. Look, it's Monday. The Super Bowl's on Sunday. We got 6 more days to go through this. And I'm giving y'all my opinions, my thoughts from day 1 to day 7 up until Super Bowl Sunday. I'm giving y'all all day. So we gonna see. All I know is on day 1, I feel confident. Confidence level 65, nervous level 30. That's how I'm feeling. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all come back because I'm giving you my thoughts and more as we lead up to Super Bowl 55. My Bucs are in the Super Bowl, y'all, and I'm hyped. I'm getting these takes off. So make sure y'all come join me, okay? Like, subscribe, comment, Hey, I'm here to talk. Y'all don't agree with something I said? You do agree with something I said? Comment. Let me know. Because everybody who knows me knows I will fire back. Y'all got something to say? I will fire back. Hit me in the comments. It's your boy Jimmy J, the only Buccaneers fan you know in the Northeast, holding it down. Super Bowl week day 1. Fire them cannons, baby.